It's only $40 a year. Just buy it. Complete the purchase.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
So, yeah, it's Ford month, which is also Pride month, ironically enough.
Yeah.
It is Ford truck month.
That's a great.
That's a good one.
It makes sense, honestly. You
I
have to let Dad know that one.
I'm not. I don't put the licks in.
Oh, you're putting this one in.
I'm not.
Put it in.
It's gonna be great. Suck on that for a while.
No.
Whoa! Yeah! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. This has actually been a minute since we've recorded. The trophy's broken.
Levi broke that last episode.
I did. Oh yeah, I did.
Tastes like a golf tee.
What?
Should have a little mint flavor.
They should. That'd be a good idea.
Flavored golf.
No,
tea.
that.
He's got a
should
lot
have-
of them. He's got a lot of different ones.
No.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, that's right. You can just chuck it over.
Oh,
the
I forgot.
trash
We
can,
should.
you know?
Forgot to put on the outline our guest.
We don't have a guest.
Yeah,
who's-
somebody is different here. Whenever you're done,
No. Yeah.
because some of them were bad. He's got more.
I'm
Is this coming out on Father's Day? Is that
No.
why it says that?
It's
Okay.
on-
Why does it say Happy Father's Day?
Because it's before Father's Day. I'm on top of
almost
it. I
Father's Day.
always miss things. It'll be like, well,
Okay.
that we're 3 weeks after, but hey, it's Mother's Day or whatever.
Did you miss
so.
your mom and dad's birthday or anything?
No, I'm just saying like on the podcast we always miss like
I
holidays
actually-
because we're 2 weeks behind typically.
Okay, not on the podcast though. I think
Okay.
Mom's birthday was kind of missed. Do you know when it is?
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
which is right after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Levi, could have you told me that before Ben said
yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I was
it always
confused
merges together.
Because I know.
What were you confused about?
Listen. I know it's close to Mother's Day.
It's not, even hit Mother's
If it's
Day.
like,
I
it's in the
don't
same
know
month, you know?
Out of memory, if I could have said the date though.
Oh, I definitely couldn't say my parents either.
Yeah, I know Dad's because it's close to Levi's and they're bam bam.
Yeah, and Mom's
But-
close to Mother's Day.
But Mother's Day always. Well, I guess if it's always 2 days before or whatever.
Isn't
then-
it the same day as yours? Like day-wise? Not the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
Yeah. See,
Mhm.
it's like that's less numbers to remember.
Yeah, I remember it.
I remember a lot of random people's
Maybe.
birthdays.
Hey, Levi, what's my birthday?
Oh shoot.
Ooh.
June
Ooh. Ooh.
23rd.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I have all my friends' birthdays, but
I only ever remembered one or two. I could never remember anyone
well,
else's.
that's probably a sign, Ben.
Bad with dates.
I didn't have that many friends either, so it was not that much to remember.
That's kidding. Are we gonna do the cards?
Oh yeah, we can.
Gotta do the cards.
Did you shuffle them?
sad.
You want me to shuffle them?
No, I didn't.
So Ben, you
touch
just
them.
like sat in the back of the class on your phone all day, or what?
Well,
No, he did homework and read books.
well,
He's a
I
nerd.
watched a lot of YouTube because I'd get stuff done quickly, and so I just knock out a couple
Did you ever
YouTube.
do anyone's homework for them? Did you ever get paid or anything?
No, I never did that. The closest thing I ever did was I would do homework with people. So me and it was always the other smart kid. We would do he'd do the odds, I'd do the evens, and then we'd just share answers and we get
That's
stuff
what me
done.
and Levi used to do with math all the time.
Yeah, that's
With
what we did.
Theo.
It's very quick.
Well, Theo had bad enough handwriting, you couldn't copy off him, so you kind of had to do it yourself.
Yeah, I can tell you.
He would be the beneficiary. We'd do the work, and then we couldn't read
That's
his, so we'd have to do that too.
He's got like his own code just because his
It looks like
handwriting's
Japanese
bad.
or something.
Yeah, it's bad.
Me.
I can't imagine
and
trying to grade that.
Yeah, I don't know how she does.
I think
There was only
probably the
about
right answer.
5 guys in my class, I think. Yeah, okay, there were 6, but there was 5 of us that were really good friends. And so we would always try and sit together until like senior year. I think it was one of them was like he decided to just lock in. So he started like sitting away from us. And we were like, "What the heck?" He's like one of the
Lock
smarest
in.
ones. And he was like,
Jake
"What the
locked
heck,
in this
dude?
year."
We're getting our work done." He's like, "No, you're not. You guys just talk the whole time." We're like, yeah, we're going to have a good time too." And so he moved just a little bit away. I think eventually towards the end of the year he kind of came back, but then us 4 it would have been, well, really kind of 3 because one of them was if he ever showed up, but just kind of on assignments we did share answers and stuff.
Yeah, working together and collaborating was also nice because you could see, hey, if you did something wrong,
It was
you'd
usually
catch
in English. We would slide all the desks back to the wall.
What were you collaborating in English?
We'd have group
Here's our essay.
assignments.
Yeah, well, I like your introduction.
let me
That's
get there.
good. That's good.
Let me get there. That's what it was. Because it was, we'd get there, and then we'd all go to the back. Like I said, we slide our chairs back, and then I would come up with a topic, how I'm going to write it, and then they'd have all just been talking, playing music, and then they'd be like, "Ethan, what are you doing it on?" And I'd blah, blah, blah. I'd tell him, how are you doing your intro? I was like, just how she said to do it with the four
Well, it sounds like
sentences,
that
the
they
intro.
weren't doing stuff and you were doing it.
I didn't do it for them. I just helped them get started.
Yeah,
most
it
of the
sounds
time.
like that you were getting no benefit out of this.
Well,
You
no,
had to
'cause I
stop
was
working
working
to explain to them.
I didn't stop working. I just kind of did it.
What I would always do is I would also have a good time with doing our homework, but what I would do is I'd get done first, and then I would be distracting them, and then teachers would get mad and be like, Ben, you
No,
are
we just
distracting the
collectively
class. Could you
distracted.
please be quiet? They're trying to get your work done. I'm like, I got my work done. Well, they're not.
Yeah, we would.
And I'd always get in trouble for talking.
We started out with all of our desks kind of separate. We just slide them back and leave them in the row. But then we were screaming across the room to each other, and so they made us. They were like,
It's
"You
just
have to
quicker.
be quiet. You're distracting the whole class."
It's just
So we
quicker, yeah.
scrunched them together, and then we were still talking, and they were like, "All right, now you guys just have to be more quiet." And it's like, fine. So we did actually kind of lock in a little bit there at the end, but it was still fun.
We have AI, so you don't even like have to share answers. Just like
Yeah, you don't need a
Give me
friend.
an
You just say,
essay,
these
like,
guys.
please write my
He is
intro.
the professional AI
Yeah,
user here.
dumb it down, please, and shorten it up.
does your school let you
Oh yeah, yeah,
use AI?
yeah. Heck yeah, yeah. Ben, you don't even let your school use AI.
I don't.
That's
don't.
mean, yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry.
really
That's
mean.
mean. Yeah.
I mean, I
That's
use
mean. Yeah.
I use my phone half the time, anyways, but it's okay.
Yeah. They say you're not supposed to have your phone, but it's really easy to have your phone.
Well, like,
That's what you know. Kids
They're
these
not very
days.
strict
What?
about it.
Freaking when we were in school, you'd actually get it confiscated.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I know.
try
It's-
having try
actually
being a
kinda
phone
different.
with a middle schooler, and nowadays they're like, whatever, they're TikToking over there. It's like,
Yeah, I would
mid
say.
renegade. Hey, put your phone on.
yeah.
Yeah, I substitute there, and I'm probably the one that like tries to enforce it the most. I would say.
I don't know.
I feel like Jeff
that
on
is
that.
so false.
that is lying. He'd be in our.
I've
history.
actually taken phones though.
That's true. You have taken phones.
The
Have you ever
only
had your
time-
phone? Have you ever seen phones be taken by teachers?
The only
Not
time
English
was the
teacher.
last time you
Okay.
you subbed. Was the only time you've taken my phone.
Were you in there? We played handball in history.
Yeah.
Hey now,
It's
listen
a
here.
little-
All the work was done.
It's a
So you're real strict.
Slapping
Yeah.
the ball around.
I
the
said
room.
with the phone.
hitting the
Yeah.
TV.
As long as they do their work. No, they hit it one time. And I said if it happened again, I was gonna take the ball. And then I made the rule
You
because in the
know,
ag shop, it
You
started
break
happening
something.
too.
It's
But no, in the ag classroom, they had like actual tennis rackets and a tennis ball. I was like, all right, listen, I like made rules ahead of time because of this handball experience. I was like, if it hits the TV, if it hits the ceiling, if it hits a light, we're done immediately.
and they're gonna break a window. Was it a real
No,
tennis
there's
ball?
Well,
I mean, yeah, but
So they
It's
were railing tennis balls.
no,
across the
no,
room?
they were really soft because I gave them the rules. They didn't want to lose it.
Yeah, but you're like, no going full force. You ever seen that video of that one guy? He's like falling in the water and he's got the lightsaber and he goes, ow, dude, stop going full force.
Yeah, so then that happened, and then the second time, I said, don't hit it that hard, and then if they did hit the roof, then I took it, which happened at the end. They hit the roof, and I took it.
It was like
Good job.
fine. It was like 30 minutes up to class, which we didn't care.
When I was in school in the
I'm
ag
all for a good
shop.
time, man.
When we were in school, I was in class and some kid came back and was like, and I was like, what? It's like, well, ag teacher out. I was like, what did he do? He's like, well, I was trying to bring a snake in the shop. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, no wonder he was
Yeah.
mad at you.
Yeah, dude, I tell the kids that. That's a common story when I'm in the ag shop. I was in there a lot this year, but that was funny.
The snake story?
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Well, they all just are kind of like, it's insane that the teacher let him do it. I mean,
There
not
was a
really
lot of
that
stuff
he
like
did
that
it.
going
No one
on.
was surprised he did it.
Well, that's fair. But,
I feel
yeah.
like the ag shop is just like where everything bad happens. You know, the teacher just gets bullied.
Oh,
out
yeah.
there.
When there was that one teacher, oh, my gosh, it was terrible.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
used to-
there's no rules, basically.
Were you in there when they turned the drills on or something like that?
Mm-mm. I
So
was
like he hated the drills running, so they taped the drills and like hit him in the ceiling. And all over.
Oh,
The
my
place-
gosh.
Well, and one time they unscrewed the door hinges or something like that. I don't know if you guys heard about that. And he went to open the door and the door falls over.
I do think I heard about that.
Like that's a good one.
I have a
Senior
good video.
prank. We just unscrew every door.
We should. We should.
I have a video
That'd
that
be
basically
hilarious.
sums up how the ag shop went. Oh no! Just wait. There we go. The teacher is like teaching at the whiteboard right there, and Josh is just out there with a WD-40 can and a lighter. The funny story about that before was I'm sitting there because I wasn't really paying attention. I could do whatever, and I'm sitting out there, and he like makes contact with me. We like first wave, and then he's like, watch this. And I sit there and watching. He goes, I said, hold on. I pull out my phone and record. So
While
funny.
he's sitting there instructing, yeah.
Well, we had a kid catch his beard on fire. He was cutting with an acetylene torch. There's a video of it. And he's like, here. And the kid's laughing. They took the video. He's like, you're on fire. He's like, and he's on fire. I'm just laughing.
Oh man, the poor ag shop is just wild.
I have another one where he was watching because he thought it was cool, but they were experimenting with like when they connect electrodes on different sides of wood and to see the pattern it made.
Oh yeah.
So I took a video of that because it was cool.
Well,
but-
that's like an actual thing.
yeah.
The setting WD-40 on fire
was just funny.
is not a real thing. Are we gonna do this card thing? Do we want to do this card
Yeah,
thing?
did you shuffle?
So
I
this is
haven't.
Drake, guys.
Oh yeah.
Just go ahead and left out. It's okay.
Anyway, we're starting episode. By now that we've got to do the intro. All right, Levi, go first. You're telling me.
No, he goes first.
I go first
every
Oh,
every
time.
sorry.
time.
Okay.
Oh my
Ethan,
gosh.
tell me when to
Always
stop.
mess that one up. Did you cut? Stop.
That's the cut.
Okay.
You
fair
want me
enough.
to discard the first
Yeah,
card?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. And what this card, Ethan?
We've gotten this once.
I
Just
got it one
straight
time.
off luck.
It was pretty impressive.
It was, but
It's
it
a
was like
short.
the fourth time we started it too. It was insane.
the
Yeah,
TikTok.
so I still don't
The
have any
TikTok's running
instructions
about
or
20
any what's
minutes.
going on here.
Oh, sorry. We're trying to guess what the card is just randomly. Because the cards have
Queen
the,
of Hearts.
have the podcast logo. Nine of clubs. Nine of
Dang
spades.
it, that was my guess.
We'll let Drake go last. Levi, do you want the next card off the top?
yeah, he usually does
Yeah,
that.
always
Okay.
Queen of Diamonds.
No, I said Queen.
He said Queen of Diamonds.
Queen
Okay.
of Diamonds.
Ooh.
Ooh, he was one off.
All right. Drake, do you want the next card or do you want me to do a shuffle?
No, it's gonna be like a
Okay.
9 of clubs.
Nine of clubs. Here we go. Queen of.
That was the Queen of Diamonds.
I thought he said
That's
Queen
what
of
he
Hearts.
said.
I-
No, he said Queen of Diamonds because
Did you
you
really?
just pulled a king.
Why did we let Drake go first?
you pulled a
Oh
king.
man!
You pulled a king of diamonds, and he was like, "Oh, I'm one off," and then you just got
Oh,
that
that's a
one.
shame.
wow, that's
It's close.
crazy.
That's
Would you
that's
you
the
think
next
you
closest.
think you would have said that anyway?
I have no idea. I just
Okay,
think of
okay.
a random.
Oh,
thing
I
and
want
a
to
random
try.
thing.
I'm gonna go 2 of hearts. Darn it.
Another 9. We had 2 9s, a king and a queen.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, that was a fail.
Yeah.
That was not a fail. That was the closest we've been in a while.
That was really close.
Other than me getting it, that's the closest we've been.
Except I think we got one that was also close once. But
Yeah.
anyway, my other story, which I'm gonna move around here because it's kind of related to like what we're talking about, like work stuff and whatnot.
Okay.
I was at work today. And
This was today.
this was today, and I walked into the door of it's a 2-door thingy, and so I walked into the door, and then I went to go to make sure the door would shut behind me. So I watched the door shut down, and I looked down at the foot of the door, and it scared me because there was a bat just laying there,
Like a bat or like a bat?
yeah. No, I was scared of a piece of wood. No, it
Okay,
was
well,
like-
I
it
don't
was-
know. It's you.
It was the animal.
Dead?
Well, he was just sleeping there, I thought. It's what he looked like.
sleep upside
This
down.
building has had bat problems before.
Yeah, like over the summer, didn't they have bats all in the gym or something like that?
I think they did, yeah. They
That's whack.
they said the gym smells like a barn, they said.
Ew.
Anyway, so this bat, terrifying. And so I'm like, oh, what do I do? Because it's right at the door. I'm like,
Get outside.
so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kick it out. So I'm like leveraging the door, and I'm like lining up my kick. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kick it, and then I'm gonna shut the door. And so I line up this kick, and I kick it. And my thought is, as soon as I wake it up, it's gonna be mad and start fluttering around. Well, I kick it, and I grab the door to try to start to shut it, and it just sets and starts hissing in this position.
Is
like-
that outside or inside?
Yeah,
still?
this is outside.
Oh, nice.
It's just on its back with its like the
Submission.
yeah the bat for the viewers at home. It looks like this. It's just on its back, wings up, feet in the air, and
It's trying to echolocate you.
yeah.
but it didn't move. I'm like, it just,
Can they?
I think they
Yeah,
could.
man, I'm reporting.
Yeah,
you.
I'm reporting it.
Flip their wings around and like flip themselves over?
I like almost guarantee they could. I don't know why.
They have to.
He acted like a turtle. It
Well, they
was
usually
so-
fly or they hang, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, if
I
they can
guess
fly, they
maybe.
should be able to, like, get the.
I would feel like he
That's
could barrel roll over. I don't know. He was gone when I checked later on, but actually he was still there about 5 minutes later, just sitting there.
They
I'm
have
like,
those little thumbs on their
is he
wings.
dead? What's going on? And then he was gone about a half hour later after that. But
That's cool. I've never seen a bat up close to a person.
me neither until I just kicked it today, and I was like,
Yeah,
get
well,
out of
these are-
here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There was another time they swatted it off because they hang upside down. what was it? Oh, they can't. What did I hear? They can't take off from the ground. They have to climb up on a surface and then swoop to take off. So they can't fly from
It's
the
like
ground.
the deal in Minecraft.
Yeah, the
What are they-
Elytra.
Elytra, yeah.
It's like in the light. Yeah.
The rocket.
Yeah. They have to be up a little bit before they take. So, I think that's what they thought is because it had ran up a wall. It wasn't like hanging, like drooping, like they sleep. It was just sitting on a wall. And
They
so,
have those claw.
Yeah,
hooks
they
that are
got
like
some
thumbs.
tangs, man.
They have the claws, but they can use them like thumbs.
But then the custodial lady whacked it with a broom and then just swept it out the door.
That's
It's like, well, they can't, I guess, kill them legally or something like that, or maybe that's a rule from the place, and so so they just sweep them out and try to deter them, and so I just swept him out with my foot, and he just went. I was like, "What are you doing? Fly off or
Did you
move!"
just, like, pick them up and throw them in the air?
I'm scared he's gonna bite me. I'm gonna get like some serious
Could've at least
rabies.
flipped him over.
Yeah, come on.
Why I didn't know he was gonna bite me.
Like, he can bite your
I can't
shoe.
even see you.
Yeah.
You'd be like echolocating. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
They said they're fruit bats though, and don't bite after I did that. And
Fruit
so
bites, like
fruit
bats.
bats.
What are
So-
they? What are they eating in that building, though? I mean,
I don't know.
People
People
probably-
probably, yeah,
trash.
little children
Mold.
probably. Yeah. But I don't know. I
Do
don't
you
know.
remember-
They have a problem with that. But anyway, I've never seen
Do you
one
remember
until I kicked it out.
story of our cousin's dad, who's a pastor? They had bats in their church.
Yeah.
In the attic. That was the first time I heard about bats in Kansas.
Yeah.
I
You
was
don't think there's
shook.
there's bats in Kansas, but then I guess the city where we're from, it's got big bat problem, and it goes into the building.
Yeah, but it's like,
Which I don't know how they get in either. It's
well,
like, why would
not
they
only
get
that,
in?
but it's like,
Put a fence on like anything that's exterior, and they won't be able to get
the
in.
roof.
not even that, but it's more like, where the freak did they come from?
Caves.
caves.
There's no caves around here.
Oh, there are a
There's
few.
some small caves
Probably.
We went and saw a cave once.
on a trail
Oh, youth
in the
trip.
same town.
Yeah. That's where the bats come
Still,
from.
that's a long time flying
What they
to go from that to in town.
you know what you can do is you can buy or make bat boxes to try to make them to go into these boxes instead of into your
Yeah.
building.
Oh, bad.
They looked into doing that, I think.
I saw a guy on Instagram that absolutely hates his HOA, and they keep getting him. So
I saw
apparently
that.
the bat sanctuaries or whatever are protected, so like nationally protected. So if you put up a bat house, the HOA couldn't do anything. So he put a really annoying looking bat house right in the middle of his yard.
Nice. Is that the dude with the red mustache?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's funny. He's got a decked out Forerunner too,
yeah.
like crazy. He put a snorkel on it. He's got an awning on it. It's
to never use it,
ridiculous.
like never actually use it for what he.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever like taken it out
I
anywhere.
don't
but
know why
it's
you'd use a
decked
snorkel
out.
when you don't go snorkeling in a vehicle.
Yeah, I don't know if he plans to or just to be prepared. Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy.
He's
though.
preparing for a flood.
Or
Yeah,
just to show
an
off to like
apocalypse.
all of his friends.
Right.
You know,
I got
I got an 8 foot tall.
It's probably to
snorkel
piss
on
off the HOA.
I can go in 6 foot of
Yeah.
water.
I can go 6 foot of water.
You know that when we went to the 6A basketball tournament,
Mhm.
the kid that could jump really high that wasn't very tall.
Yeah, the high jump guy.
Yeah. Did you see
You
that?
showed me that, yeah.
I unsent it so you couldn't see it.
Because you showed me physically.
Ooh, that's
Couple days later.
embarrassing.
No, I did.
Yeah, you did.
That he was the second best high jumper in the nation in high school.
Maybe not nation, but I saw he won like the state or whatever, and how high he
Oh
jumped.
yeah, 7 foot.
So he's ranked
three and
so
a
he-
half or something. He's the
and
second,
that's the
highest,
second highest
in the nation
Tell
for
me he's
this
just-
year or
high
ever.
school this year.
Hmm.
He broke the state meet record, but in the nation he's second. And
Nation's
we were
crazy.
we went to a 6A basketball, and this kid was just dunking.
You're telling me he could jump over my head?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not even
Easily.
fair.
No, he
Like,
was
had, like,
standing.
long
he had a
jumping.
oop, and he was standing under the basket. And he just straight up whomp, straight up and caught it and dunked
It
it.
was
How do you guard that? Just take
His
like-
nuts.
Well,
you
they
just
were
have to
playing-
stand in
They're
front of him.
playing
Yeah.
a 7-3 players.
Yeah.
Just take his legs out. Take one for the team.
It was incredible.
You're the one getting the lawsuit, but at least you won the game.
It was
Exactly.
incredible to watch.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Because they had a guy that could jump too, but not that high. So
No
there
one
was
can
two
jump that
oops.
high.
Yeah, there was two oops that were just like, dude. Because he was like standing under the basket in the key. It was crazy. But anyway,
It's like cheating.
That was
It
the
is.
random.
that's what
one
I
of my
thought. It
randoms.
was
That's like when you build a character on the games, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, 8 foot.
yeah, exactly.
8 foot, 110 pounds.
Yeah.
I want as skinny as possible.
What do we have here?
Levi, do we really want to talk about your This next one.
I think it's pretty funny.
All right.
Drake
I
has
think
a
it's
story.
I think it's a Drake story.
Okay,
so
so-
Drake, go ahead.
I have a girlfriend, and she's got a little sister.
He keeps telling himself.
Yeah, yeah. She's got a little sister. It's a year or two younger than us, and tried to set Levi up here with her, and I tried mentioning to her a few times. She's never had a boyfriend. Levi's never had a girlfriend.
They're in the same class.
Yeah,
Wait, actually, we didn't really mention that
we
either.
didn't.
Yeah.
We only got to his name, and that was
Drake's an
late.
enigma. You don't know what he is.
I'm actually not a person. I'm just that thing that floats
a
around.
figment.
We're actually talking about AI.
Yeah.
We just got
He
to
is
holler
AI.
at him.
No, but then I talked to her, and I was like, "Hey, if I get Levi to add you, will you add him back?" She's like, "Sure." Well,
Pretty simple. really.
and so she adds him back, and I text Levi. He gets her added. I'm making fun of him, like, "Hey, blah blah. You should try, whatever." And I asked her one day. I was like, "Hey, so Levi text you? How's it going with him? I figured you guys would be texting." She's like, "She never texted me." I'm like, "What do you?"
Levi just mute.
Yeah.
Levi blocked
Levi,
her.
like,
Not a
texted me,
word.
What do I say? I need some advice. I'm like, just say hi. I'm one of Drake's friends. And he's
That's
like,
funny.
"Oh, okay."
That's so
Didn't
funny.
say
I'm
hi.
like, what the heck, Levi?
I never helped
said
you
a word.
compose
Yeah.
anything, and
Yeah,
you're like,
that's
ah.
funny.
Never
Yeah.
said a word.
Yeah, I don't.
I was
Yeah,
like, I remember when I was in high school. That was like I was like the Drake. I had one friend that had a girlfriend for a while, but then there's this one guy we were always just trying to kind of set up. We never went to that far of a length to like actually
That's
give him the
that
snap
is
together.
quite a
But
far
we like
length.
kind of nudge him to hit him in the hallway or something like that. It was funny.
yeah, I
Hit the girl in the hallway.
He's like,
Oh yeah,
there.
yeah.
Are you scared of girls, or what? I mean, they're pretty scary, but they're.
No.
I mean, they're not that scary over the phone. I mean, who cares? You never meet them in person,
Right.
so it doesn't matter.
You might as well have.
Unadd it.
Yeah, you might. As
I
well.
probably don't have her on Snapchat anymore.
Prove it. I bet you do.
That's
We'll
crazy.
see.
No, come on, Levi.
Well, do you go through to purge your snap? I need to do that. I got a lot of people I don't care
Okay,
about.
Bo's about to start making fun of it, and he says, "I need to do that." Come on.
I should
man.
go unadd people I don't care about.
What's the point?
Well, my worry. Well, one time I had this person who kept reaching out to me, and I'm like, I really don't want this person to be able to reach out to me, but I always kept forgetting to unadd them so they couldn't. So then they start talking, and it's really rude when they're just sending you back and forth to just unadd. So I'm always like, I gotta unadd them when they're not talking to me, and
That's
then they
the
forget.
only reason.
And then I could gaslight them and be like, "Did I ever add them?"
I think
That's
she
the
unadded
only
me.
reason.
Oh,
Dang!
That's tough. Should we text her, call her up right now? And be
No,
like,
I'm good.
We're
do
live.
you like the second date update,
Yeah,
guys?
there we go,
That
there
is
we
so
go.
funny.
Start this. So what went wrong here?
Yeah.
I never
That'd be
said a
so
word.
funny.
Yeah, he never.
we
I actually enjoyed our first date.
we should have set up on a blind date, and then they just would have sat there and they'd just been
Yeah, just ditch it.
Silent.
It was just us three in the corner.
like, what is it?
Just watching.
Levi, do something.
There's a blizzard in my backyard. I gotta go.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a blizzard.
We got to get some bats out of here.
Yeah.
Bats at work.
Call Ben. He'll come kick him out of the door for you.
The bats.
Okay, I just moved it. I used
by
what I
kicking
had.
You lined up the kick and then just
Yeah.
It
Held the
wasn't.
door.
It was just like a sweeping kick. It wasn't. It wasn't like I punted it. I wasn't going for distance. I was just trying
How
to get
far
him.
can I get this bat
I
out the
was
door?
just trying to get him out the door.
One time took a possum he found in
Full
the
name.
field. Blurb the name.
Just
But-
the last name. You can keep
Yeah.
going.
Good golly, just
And-
government ID'd him.
He had a possum, and he took a video of it, and he like kind of held the video, held it one-handed, punched the thing, and it's like 30 yards up in the air. I swear it went like 30 yards.
We're gonna get demonetized because we're talking about.
Okay. This
Wait,
is
wait,
We already had that
we
issue
we
once.
do have a strike currently on that.
Yeah, we should probably watch the kick thing.
We were-
But I have a good story about it.
He goes, we
I have
should
a
probably
good
watch
story.
that.
I have a good story about an animal though.
Does it involve?
In-
We
No,
can't
no,
do
it's
it.
good.
Guys, we can't.
I
don't-
saved it.
I'm afraid of the word because we have the flag still.
we were
I
talking
might have to
about
bleep.
Dadgummit.
Just letting you know.
I
So,
probably will.
there was birds in the shop. I don't know how they got there. In the ag shop, previously aforementioned ag shop. And there's birds in the corner. And so I was like, oh, I'll open the door to get them out. So I opened the door, but I thought the chirping was coming from the top, and it turns out there was already a bird on the side. And I was like, what? So when I opened the door, I thought at first I knocked it down, but it was totally fine. It was just wet, so it could not fly. I was like, what the heck? how did this even happen?
Hey, good news. The flag is away. We can get another warning.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
All right, let's
And
go.
then-
More
So
into
we
it.
were kicking possums.
So then I try to kick this bird out, but it's like a full bird. It can like run. And so it's running along these things.
It can, like,
I try to
run.
shove it out the door so it could go and be free, but it didn't want to. It literally kept running around me to go back to the corner of the shop.
As opposed to a half bird?
Did you say it was wet and
full
raining?
bird?
Like a baby bird.
Was it raining?
No, but I don't know how. It was like greasy, wet. It was weird.
Well, it
And
isn't
so-
an egg shop.
Yeah. The kids probably like tried to light it on fire.
Okay, that's gotta get us canceled.
We greased them up.
But so then finally,
Oh,
it comes
gosh.
far enough out.
I'm gonna
I
rid-
go get a bucket and I just kick a bucket and I put it on the
Kick a
wall.
bucket? It kicked the bucket?
No, I get a bucket and I kick it against the wall. So I shove it into it.
It's so
The bucket
screwed.
was a
I
bird.
shove it into this bucket and then turn the bucket up and put a lid on it because I didn't know if it just forgot how to fly or what the heck was going on.
So then you released it in the air.
Yeah, and no, I did not do that. And so then I have to pull this bucket out of the corner. It was all an awkward situation because it was like right when I got there. Because I was like, I didn't want these kids coming out here tormenting this thing. So I got it out there.
So you're a hero.
I got it
this
in a
is
bucket.
as
I finally got a lid on it. I pick it up. It was kind of scary because he was screaming at me. He was going, ah, 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 like the whole time I was
bird.
looking at
Yeah,
him.
like a small bird.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably
getting
one-
But it was
confused.
fully
It was
grown.
probably
It was
one-
loud.
It was a full. I thought you said it was like a
No,
half bird.
I just
Instead
said
of
it was,
full bull.
yeah,
Oh.
Bull bird.
full bird.
Dang, that's
And so I take it out and I set it out
runs
by the
right
greenhouse
back in.
on the corner. And I was like, I don't want it to come back in, so I close everything. But then I was like, okay, it'll go and dry off and eventually fly away because the sun, whatever. It doesn't move when I get it out. Like, it's still alive. It's standing there, but it just doesn't move. So I go back into the shop. I close all the doors.
just petrified.
And then 8th hour rolls around.
They're gonna bring
And it's
it in.
freaking loud in there. I'm like, what is going on? We haven't had the doors open.
Drake brought a
Nothing
bird in.
happened. And the only thing that's happened is these people have came through this people door. So I was like, what the heck? How's this bird back in here? I swear it was the same bird. It's just on the other side. So I go over there. I do the whole, well, actually I don't do the bucket thing. I'm like, what
a
the
bird.
heck?
You can
And
just
so I
grab
see
that.
it.
Exactly.
And I was like, how the heck
Yeah,
did it get
I'd
in
grab
here?
a glove and just.
Yeah, and so then one of the kids came in
Oh, great.
and
Oh,
just
great.
and grabbed it and tossed it outside. And it could fly. It was choosing not to fly.
It probably didn't like you.
I was like, what the heck?
I just wanted to mess your day up.
Yeah, and so it either flew, and first of all, to get back into the shop, it would have had to fly back up to the corner where they come in, and they chose to come back to the ground. I was like, what the heck, this dumb bird?
So you chased down a bird that you thought couldn't fly, released it outside. It flew back
It
in,
comes back.
come to the corner, ran to a different corner,
Falls down
still
the
didn't
yeah,
fly. You threw it outside. It flew away.
Yeah, it kind of jumped when the kid went to grab it, but he eventually got his hand and then tossed it out. And it could fly. I was like, what the heck, this dumb bird?
I bet the next day it was in there again.
Probably.
Probably did.
So,
It's crazy.
I've done a lot of raccoon hunting in my childhood / life. Back on the possum topic. One night, our dogs were treed along probably 400 yards in there, and there's this hollow tree, and there's a possum. I could just see his his tail. Well, I grabbed the dog lead, and I kind of put a little loop
That's
on
freaky, dude. Just this possum tail.
it. I put it up and around the tree, hooked it around his body, and pull him out of there. And then about like 5 minutes later, started walking down the road with him just like a cat or a dog.
Didn't play dead?
And then then at one point he kind of played dead, and I just drug him. I was like, oh, that's mean. And he started walking again, and I took him off. Then we got all the way back there, and he's just sitting there up against a tree. I'm like, oh, we might have frightened him, made him poop his pants.
That's funny. You yanked this possum out of a tree and it walks with you?
Yes,
What
they
the
will walk
heck?
with you on the lead. Yes.
That's
You
crazy.
found a trained possum.
The old pet possum.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was probably someone's pet possum. Got too big, ran off. You found it. Brought it back to its old days.
It's crazy how big them possums can get.
Oh,
Like,
dude, yeah, it's disgusting.
like, have you seen the videos of the old ladies feeding the raccoons, and they're like 50, 40?
Fat. Yeah.
Like, they're
Yeah.
huge. It's like, that's scary.
Yeah, no.
And then they're vicious, man.
Did you guys ever have a
imagine?
pet raccoon or anything?
No,
Yeah, why
we
would
know
we do
someone
that?
that does though,
We-
or they
we-
did.
We used
do.
to have one, and we named it Chatter. I was like 7 years old. It would climb around our treehouse, and we'd go play with it. Yeah.
Did you want to know what's freaky? Baby freaking vultures.
The freak?
That's so
It's
random.
what, yeah.
Have you ever
Have you
heard of it? Yes, I've heard it in person. I went and saw them.
heard it?
Yeah, heard it and seen them.
Okay.
That was actually the bird
They
in
are
the
gray
shop.
and fuzzy with just a pitch black face.
Hold on.
Look up a baby
I just closed all
vulture.
my tabs. Hold on. Screwed that up.
Baby vulture hissing.
Oh, there's a sound.
Yeah, no, they make this sound to alert, be like, "Hey, I'm here.
It's
I'm gonna eat you."
It's like a bob or a mountain lion.
It's
my gosh.
It's the creepiest sound
What the
ever. Yeah, so the one in the right corner, the bottom right, is like that one.
Oh, that's even creepier.
That's what they freaking
What the freak?
disgusting.
It looks like a plague
Now watch a
doctor.
video. Exactly. It's like every horror movie bird is that. Now watch a video of the sound it makes.
Hold on. Baby vulture.
It's a hiss.
Here we go. Vulture sounds are insane.
Yeah, it's
Vulture makes a scary noise.
That's an
It's
AI.
crazy.
Do you know what they sound like?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do.
No, I don't. I'm excited.
that's it.
The growl?
It is that doesn't do it justice. It is so loud. When you first walk up on it. No.
That sounds so terrible. it
No, not
sounds like
that
a vulture
thing.
that smokes.
Yeah,
for
not
30
that thing.
Look at a
I have a
mountain
video.
lion.
I have a video.
Look
Screw
up a
it.
mountain lion scream. Them things are scary.
Yeah, that sound like a.
We've heard those around
Yeah,
here.
no.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
heard that once. I
Freaked
have a story
Ethan
about
out
that.
once.
I've heard
Have
one
we
coon
told that
hunting,
story on the pod?
And it just
I don't
like,
remember.
and you don't even hear it, and it you think they're a lot closer than you are, but really in reality they're a long ways away from you. I think.
I thought I had a video of it.
Of the mountain lion?
No, of the
vulture?
vultures hissing.
His pet baby vultures.
Yeah, he's secret.
'cause
his
they come in
secret
barns.
Vulture nest.
They come in and they have their
He's just,
eggs in
like,
barns, and then they turn
Addicted
into
to
that.
birds or something, isn't he?
No, this it was,
birdologist.
dude. It freaked me out.
Birdologist.
I was so scared, dude.
What? Would that be like an aviation something, wouldn't it? Because aren't birds aviator? What is the bird?
No, I think
scientific
you're-
Aviary.
Well,
He's
what's
like
like,
a-
what's it like chickens? Is it, what are the poultry? Is it
Poultry.
Poultry tech.
I bet birds have something with the aviary.
This was a long
Aviologist,
time ago,
something like
dude.
that.
Holy moly!
Well, find it, Ethan. Hurry the dang up. The people are waiting.
I'm trying. I'll put it in the mic, dude.
All
If I still have
200
it.
of them.
Yeah. All 30 of
think it
our
was that long
viewers.
If
ago.
this
Bro.
becomes a short, you might get a few thousand.
Wow.
I think it was this long ago. What in the world? No shot. It was this long
No
ago.
shot. I can't believe it.
This
I
is
remember.
so
I remember
crazy.
baby barn owls. Those things are cute.
You want to go with your question, Ben?
Yeah, those are kind of cool.
Oh, my question? Yeah, we can do that. So,
Oh, found it.
psych.
The quiet before you walk up on them.
No, get up there, and then
Get up there. Gosh.
That sounds like a cat.
Yeah, it sounds like something that could bite you.
It is so loud.
That's me talking. He goes. It's so.
That's me
It's
talking.
loud, and then Ethan in the video. It's so loud.
I'm freaked out about snakes, and that is so loud. That is the loudest like snake sound I've ever heard. And so when you first walk up on it, imagine you're just walking in your barn, and then all of a sudden you just hear that, like, ugh.
Yeah, no, you think it's
Crazy.
You think it's like a crazy snake.
Yeah, or like a cat or something.
Yeah, or like a
lion.
mountain
Yeah,
lion's
like a
about to jump
big
on
old
you.
Friggin' bobcat's gonna come out at you.
And bobcats
And then
are
they
this
look kind of
big.
creepy
Yeah, I know,
too.
But,
So-
you know, mountain lions are huge.
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
let
I
them-
wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I also have a story. I don't know if I've told it on the pod though.
The
Me
mountain
and my
lion?
dad
I
were
don't
out
think
one
you
night
have.
looking for a deer, and we're just in the forest out there. That's when people walk it. Cracks. And he's got a pistol. I ain't got nothing because we're just looking for a deer or whatever.
You're like
And
blood tracking
we're,
or whatever.
We're out there for 15 minutes or so maybe, and we hear this just woman screaming.
You're so good at the sound effects.
bloody
Can you hit-
murder.
can you
Oh,
hit
yeah,
it?
yeah.
It was just like,
Sound effects guy.
and we're like,
pretty
whoa,
Pretty good.
That was pretty good.
somebody just died. And then I started thinking, I was like, no, I've heard there's a cat that sounds like a screaming woman.
Yeah.
And so we looked it up. Is it bobcats or
No,
Mountain
mountain lions? Yeah, mountain lions. And freaking where the freak we're at? Yeah, okay. That's not freaky at all. And so
Dark.
it was
Woods.
so
Day and a
loud
half
though.
away from any mountain.
Yeah, it was dark. I just had this little
No
flashlight.
mountains.
And so I finally think about it. I'm like, oh, cats, trees. And so it was so loud. I bet I wasn't. I was closer than 10 feet to this thing because it was so loud.
Either
And
could-
I just had no
Ethan coulda
idea
snuggled with
because
it.
we were so confused. And so then I looked back about 10 minutes later after I thought about it. Nothing. We didn't hear it leave.
Well,
Wasn't in any
They're
tree.
so quiet and so
Yeah.
just agile. They just get out of there. It's
Crazy.
like next thing you know, it's just on your back and you're
Yeah.
just on the ground.
Exactly.
You're
I
fighting
could have
it.
got attacked because that's why they scream is when
Yeah.
something close and they're like, "Hey, get away!"
Yeah.
So I was literally probably at least
You were in
5
Vegas
feet.
territory. Leave it
Yeah.
alone.
I know, and I had no idea. That's the scary part. Like, dang, I about died.
That's like when you're like camping in Colorado. You're like in the back of your head. What if a bear walks up in my tent?
Yeah,
what am I doing here?
I slowly walked back towards Dad's direction because he had a gun. It's
I'm
freaky,
taking my shoe
dude.
off.
Yeah, fight the mountain lion with your shoe.
100 guys versus a gorilla. It's like one Ethan versus a mountain lion.
Yeah,
I'd take it
not
to
win
mountain
that.
Yeah, we're doing betting odds. It's mountain lion.
I haven't seen those in Kansas. I've seen a bobcat a couple times in Kansas.
There's a few people who I
You
haven't
might
seen.
bleep.
I haven't.
We're trying to, you know.
That's fine.
I've said
I
it
haven't
twice.
seen a. I haven't seen a mountain lion in person, but I know people have seen them.
Yeah, 30 minutes east of here, 30, 45
I heard
ish.
somebody saw one.
Yeah, someone related to me. That's like their parents hit one in a truck
Dang!
in Kansas. Yes, it like
Dang.
it. Yeah, same
Those
truck.
are- they're
same
not
truck
small.
As mine. It's that blue truck that.
I assume did it mess
Hit
up
it.
the vehicle?
No, not bad. It like
Oh,
kind of
okay.
I didn't know they hit one,
It
though.
bent
Did they
it-
kill it?
Yeah, it was dead.
Oh, that's cool.
They called the
They
game.
should've-
They called the
yeah,
game warden
taxidermized
because you can't.
Yeah, no, it's
Because
legal.
it's government property. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I don't know because they released
Because
them
they're
here.
here. Like, they're not
Yeah, I
supposed
don't-
to
they're
be.
not supposed to be here.
I don't think bobcats
There's not
are
a
here
mountain!
No,
either.
bobcats are.
Okay. I
We have
didn't know if
natural
they were
bobcats.
like
Yeah,
native.
I see them all the time. Couldn't
What have I seen? Turkeys. I've seen a lot of turkeys recently crossing the road. Never seen this many turkeys in my life.
Well, because they're banned hunting, not banned, but they took away hunting season
Yeah,
last year.
you're supposed to limit how many you can
Yeah.
shoot now. or
So
whatever.
turkey.
Yeah.
So the hunting for turkeys has gone down.
Yeah, so there's
So there's more of them. They keep crossing the road, not flying. I'm like, I know you can fly.
It takes a lot though.
yeah.
The freak are
Dude,
you?
they're so
I'm
dumb.
honking at you, and you're just like, I'll keep
Have you
walking.
seen the video of like back to that bobcat like jumping out of the air like 20, 30 yards
Oh,
in the air,
yeah.
grabbing a turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
my
freaking
God.
crazy
wicked.
high.
Yeah.
It's like those the lynx.
Yeah.
It's just about like that. But the lynx can jump like a little bit higher, but it's still
That's
it's
crazy.
crazy. It's high. It's up there.
It's crazy to think
But-
about something jumping that high and just.
Are
Rabbit
turkey
can-
vultures? Can you shoot turkey vultures?
I don't know if because like you're not supposed to shoot chicken hawks when you're like because we see them all the time when we're goose hunting and duck hunting. You're not supposed to shoot chicken hawks, but you know.
Like those vultures on the side of the
How do you
road.
know?
Because they're like a natural.
And how are they gonna know?
They're like a
Exactly.
natural cleanup. So yeah, I guess I mean.
I don't know why you'd want to hit a vulture. I mean, I don't really
Dude,
know.
yeah, there's sometimes I've always hit one.
I like the vultures. Like,
Well,
get
there's
that crap off the road.
Because you don't want to eat it, but it's just like if it's laying nests in your barn and making that freaky noise.
Oh, yeah,
If
no,
it's,
that's
you
where you
know,
try to get rid of them.
If
I
it's
wouldn't want-
hurting your property or your fields or whatever your deal is, you could get rid of them. But
I think yeah.
It's
that's what I'm thinking.
self-defense.
I don't think there's hunt.
I was being attacked.
Ethan's peeing his pants. We're getting rid of him.
I might in that video it might have shown him at the end.
Well, we'll
I don't know if I worked up the mustard to go and see him.
Probably not.
Why can't I skip forward, baby?
Levi,
There we go.
Levi murdered the state bird the other day.
I
Wait,
did.
what bird did you? Okay, I don't know if you could say that
Uh,
because you might get.
he hit
honked
it
at.
with his truck, so it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just
I
like
did.
so there was like supposedly a guy supposedly called someone and shot a bald eagle or something like that,
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
and like they like showed up to his house or something like that, and like he didn't even say anything to anyone, just like said something to one person over the phone, and they tracked him down.
Dang. Yeah, no, you can't do that. I don't think.
Look
Yeah,
how
that-
small they are.
Especially
and they make that
intentionally.
loud noise.
Levi accidentally. The
That's
bird
like-
was in the wrong place.
That's the stuff in your nightmares, dude.
Those things are cute.
That looks fluffy.
Yeah,
and
I would.
soft.
Yeah,
if you-
right.
I
It's
want to
not-
pet him until it went. I'd be like,
Yeah.
never mind.
They're probably screaming right there. Yeah. They are.
That's crazy. A little cat sound and little bird.
Yeah.
So are those in the video? Are they pets or? That's
nasty.
Are you like at a zoo or something, or are you actually
Ew.
seeing it live?
That is so loud. That's just two.
Are you like at a zoo or are you?
No, that's in
that's
someone's
live.
barn. Yeah.
Oh, God. It looks
it's
like
like,
they have
that's
it fenced
terrible.
in.
Well, that's because the vulture went and
chose
laid him
that
in there, and then
spot.
yeah,
Okay. It sounds
Nasty,
like
dude.
Sounds like they're keeping him as pets.
nasty.
How much punishment would you
Right,
get
I
if you
thought
shot an eagle? Like obviously that's really.
probably
dude,
a
I bet you could
large
go to
fine.
jail.
I'm pretty sure it's federal prison.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
that's just-
dang.
Dang,
Yeah,
that
I'm
was,
pretty sure it's a really bad fine.
I just assumed it
That's
was a
funny.
large fine, but
I'd
maybe
Google it.
there's
I
some.
don't
No,
know.
prison.
I know it's
Watch
at
it.
least jail time. It's at least jail
guys,
time.
I'll
What would
ask-
happen if I
Guys, I'll ask
shot?
Gemini. Hold
yeah.
on.
I don't know
Well,
if we
like-
can talk about that. Oh, hey, speaking of Google, Ben, what's this new Google search logo?
What happens if I shoot a bald eagle? Not saying I did.
Yeah.
Shooting a bald eagle is a serious federal crime. The Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act protects these birds, and penalties can include hefty fines and even jail time.
Yeah, at least
Wow.
jail time.
How long?
So not
Yeah.
federal prison.
How much jail time?
Well, it's a federal crime, so you could go to federal
Yeah, that's
prison.
true.
Well, it's a federal crime, so you could be looking at some serious time. The Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act says you
All right, you're done.
Yeah, you're
pal.
keep
All right.
talking.
That's why we use Siri.
What's the new Google search logo?
I was
in
like-
the news.
I was messing around with my phone, and Google changed their search logo. You literally are not going to be able to see it on my phone because it's just the app logo. But it's this like gradient thing.
I never noticed
Hold
that.
on.
I don't even use Google. I just use
I use
Safari.
Chrome.
Google.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah, I know. I'm
App
not like I don't care enough.
logo.
I never am on that.
I use Chrome, so like this is the most I see, not the actual Google app.
Here. So this is the Google app. This is the old logo, like the traditional Google logo
Yeah.
thing. And then they changed it to this weird gradient.
that's
Oh,
What
that
the
is
heck?
kind of
See, I thought that was kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
And it
It's less
surprised
sharp.
me. And I wonder if all the apps are going to move to like a gradient.
Probably it's like
or if the
new.
Google word is gonna go great.
Or yeah, I don't know.
Cool, yeah.
I'm kind of excited though cuz I don't know. I don't know how I like it or not.
I don't know.
but-
I don't.
I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's.
I don't know, just this cool thing I saw on my phone. So
Ooh,
fun.
I wonder if the Chrome one will do that because the
That's-
Chrome's always had those sharp edges.
I would like to see something like that. Like I would wonder if any of them are going to change around like
Dude,
that.
how much money are they willing to spend on that? I mean, how much money would it cost to change that?
I'm assuming.
I'm assuming it's just a
the
software.
only
thing.
problem is going to be like brand identity and like changing stuff.
if they had physical items with
Yeah, they're gonna have to
Yeah.
like change some of like if they're actually gonna move
it,
it,
but they're freaking.
they'll have to change like building
Dummy
logos
rich.
and stuff. But I'd struggle to see. I don't know. I don't know. It's been 10 years since they changed it. I think since they moved it to the old one that's with solid lines. I don't know why they'd change it because everyone knows it as the other one and it's a
Exactly,
slight
yeah.
modification. But I don't know.
Well,
maybe
it's
they
just the
will.
G. Kind of everyone
Yeah.
knows Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Did
care
you know?
what
Did you
color
know the
it is.
logo is not symmetrical?
What?
Like at all?
Well, I mean, it's a letter.
Like
What do
if you
mean
hold
not
on,
symmetrical.
hold on.
Well, have you seen the Packers G? It's not symmetrical.
Yeah, that one's smashed. And Georgia's.
Symmetry. See if I have a cool image on
You think
this.
Georgia was first or Green Bay? It's probably the Packers.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
University,
no,
though.
college
So
university.
see
would they
if
have had a
you
logo
if you
when
follow
they
these
became
lines, like see
university?
how this yellow line goes down to this green line,
Oh, that's too complicated.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then this line,
If you draw straight lines
this
from each
line-
angle,
That's too
it
complicated.
misses up here.
The Chrome one would be though, because its lines just turn.
If you
sharp
draw
and
a
turn
perfect
sharp.
circle, it goes over like this part right here,
all right.
All
No
right,
one
dude,
needed to
it's
know
just a
that.
G.
They did it. back
and then
in,
the
like,
same way on the other
1900s.
thing, like
Yeah.
the big.
I don't think they cared enough.
They didn't use compasses back
yeah,
then.
it looks good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, I guess. Oh wait, here someone made a symmetrical version.
It looks the
Does it
same.
look different?
let
me see it.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, it's the same, just with bigger colors.
It does look a little bigger. I don't know.
It looks like Chrome though when you do that.
Hmm.
Looks like the Chrome logo.
Oh, but they changed. I
They
wouldn't. That's
added
not how
a lot
I.
of yellow.
Yeah, that's not how I would have
Right.
done that logo. But whatever, dude.
Well, it's how you make it symmetrical if you want to be perfectly
No, I
symmetrical.
would have.
It
Anyway,
wouldn't be like that.
I would have changed that symmetrical
I
version
don't
of
think
it.
a
but-
billion-dollar
They
company
created
cares
Google. They
enough.
didn't know that someone would Google if the Google G is symmetrical.
Yeah.
Google, take that down.
Delete. Stop the gaslight, everyone. Stop the searches.
Question.
Yeah.
Is this for everybody?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I
Have
didn't
you
know.
ever shoplifted?
Someone else had
Let
a
us know in the comments if you have. I'm sure it's funny, or unless you went to jail.
Unless you went to jail. Have you guys ever? I remember. I think once I accidentally did it.
Yeah, same here. I think like one time I accidentally put some in my pocket and just like, whoops, forgot about it until I get out of the store. It's like, oh, that's embarrassing. I'm not gonna go back in there and pay for that.
See, that's great. That's great. My mom made me go back in. I was a young child.
Was that the earbuds?
Yeah, something like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Well, those are
It wasn't-
expensive.
I think it was a school.
weren't expensive.
No, it was like a cheapy ones, like for school or something. It was like $3 or something stupid like that.
and you already shoved them in your pocket.
And I was like, oh, these look great. And I put them in my pocket. And then I walked out of this store with mom or whatever because I think we were shopping for school supplies or something. When I was
Did
real
you
I
set
young.
off the
remember
buzzer?
this. Was
Not
that
because
the-
it's the stupid $5 earbuds. They're not worth anything.
I definitely remember this.
So I don't know. You might have been with me, or
I
I
think
probably
I
told the story.
was.
I don't know. Anyway, we walk in there, and I don't quite remember all the details. I'm not gonna lie. I just remember
Just give the
that
gist.
we walked out. I went, oh,
You made it to the car though, didn't you?
yeah, we made it to
Yeah.
the car. We were like, we were walking out. We were putting stuff in the car, and I was like, oh, mom, I didn't take this out of my pocket. We didn't pay for this. She goes, oh, and so most people are like, oh, $5, or maybe I'll go back in and pay for, just act like walk in there and then just walk to the checkout and pay for it. No, she makes me go walk to the front freaking counter and tell the person that I stole this thing.
Oh wow.
or whatever. I don't know.
Wow.
She was
It
trying to
was
give you a
public
lesson.
embarrassment.
Admitting it.
So I might have cried. I honestly don't remember because I was like, "You're gonna make me go in here and tell the person that I put these in my pocket and then walked out." I'm like, "What are we doing here?"
I don't think I've ever have. I don't
You
even.
learned a life lesson. That
I
day.
can't
Well, I
remember.
more like just got embarrassed.
Yeah, I can't even remember a time where like I bought something but they didn't take the tag off and so it beeped. Like I don't think I've ever been beeped at or anything.
I have one time. I take that back. Yeah, I've been beeped at. Like I loaded the shopping cart full of like groceries one time and didn't scan something at the stupid self checkout. You have to,
Oh yeah.
check yourself out now. And like just not paying attention and just like
Such an old person thing to
No,
say.
it's annoying.
I absolutely love this.
I love the self
If you
checkout.
have a lot of stuff,
It's
no.
a pain. Yeah.
Watch,
That's
Drake's
terrible.
gonna tell us that something stupid about it. You surely you're gonna be like one of those old people. I can't think of any of them, but the old people always say something stupid.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's so annoying to have to bag your own groceries. Like, I'm
Yeah.
there to.
If you have a short amount, it's fine.
Yeah, well, yeah, like if I'm going in there to grab 2 things, oh yeah, I'd like it.
Yeah.
But I think they should still have registers open. But like, when
Yeah,
I went,
that's true. They hardly have people there.
when I went in there like 10:30 the other time, granted they're remodeling everything,
Yeah.
and so like I went in there was no one there, and I had a full cart full of stuff. I'm like, well, this is gonna suck. Yeah, I know, but like I pushed it out one time,
Do what
and
they
like
get paid to.
They should pay me to buy these.
they should.
Jake's one of those people. They should pay me to use the groceries.
Gave my $2 back for my.
Yeah, this Jake's
Time
gonna
worth.
just not scan a can of something. Be like, "This is my payment."
Yeah,
Put it
can
in
for a
bag.
PS5. Whoop. Then that's when you just take the marker and rub it across the thing, so it can't scan out the door.
Make the noise with your mouth.
So yeah, was it like a piece of clothing or was it just it caught that it didn't scan it?
I don't know. It was something like it was, I don't even remember. Something small, I'm assuming, that I just pushed out and it.
And then he ran really fast.
I like walked out and it's still going off. Well, then someone comes out there and goes, "Hey, I need to see your receipt." I'm like, I didn't get a receipt. Well, okay, we got to go back in and check all your items. I was like, oh, okay. And they made like
Right.
one other person that was behind me do it, and it was me. I don't remember what it was, but it was something really little.
That's annoying.
And you just missed it, or
Yeah, I
did,
just
did it
missed
have
it.
a sensor on it?
Oh yeah, it did.
Oh, what?
I think
it
It
you
might have
don't.
been like, it literally might have been like a fishing lure or something like that. Like nothing like.
Our mom did it when we were just recently on vacation, but
Yeah.
it wasn't her fault. She got it all checked out. The cashier just didn't take the
Yeah,
tags
the
off of two
clerk
of the
didn't
shirts.
untag it.
Like the
Really?
metal
Oh.
untag things they have to undo
Yeah, like
with
the.
their special stupid key. Yeah.
It's just a magnet.
And so
It's like-
it beeped the thing.
You seen
when
that
we
video?
started
That
to
one
go
guy,
through.
he's like, goes up there, gets the AirPod Pros. Can I take them? Here, I have a gift for you. And he like gives this old guy or old lady or someone some the AirPod Pros and didn't pay for them. And so he goes to like walk out the store and he
think I have seen
looks
that.
like he steals the AirPod Pros.
Yeah,
I think I have
because
seen
it
that,
goes
yeah.
off when he goes through. Yes.
Like
We
that's
should start
messed up.
doing that.
We should. We should.
Oh,
just
that's
little-
brutal.
That's too mean.
Out the pod. We're
That's
just
so
absolutely
mean.
ready to
I don't
get
think
his
they'll
ass.
let you because I bought a pair from there. Surprisingly, they're actually the same price as they are from Apple at Walmart.
Yeah.
Which is-
Sometimes they'll go on the rollback though, even.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or the
Well, I went in
whatever
there
they're
and
the
bought
ones
them, and they didn't let me carry them to the store. I was like, "Can I
Mhm.
just go straight there?" She's like, "No, you can pay for them back here, or we take them up front." I'm like, "Just take them
Yes.
up front. I gotta."
Because
grab
that's
a look."
what freaking Best Buy's been doing with all their electronics. They're like,
That's-
oh, we gotta be with our electronics. We gotta be careful. But yeah, I remember the days you used to be able to go back there, look at it, they'd unlock it, give it to you. Yeah, you can
Exactly.
take it up to the checkout. No, not anymore.
Hmm.
Have any of you been kicked out of Walmart?
No.
Yes.
Yes, I have in fact been kicked. What'd you get kicked out?
Yeah, what the heck
I-
did you do? You build a
Who-
fort?
How do you get kicked out of Walmart?
You build a fort.
I technically wasn't the reason we were kicked out.
Who'd you get kicked
Who'd
out?
you
Oh,
go
you were
with
the
and got
I was
you?
trying to think who we were with. I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll bleep him.
That group, and I think Cade, he's been here. You don't have to bleep
Yeah.
that. I believe we were kicked out of Walmart once. I think that's.
What'd you guys do?
That's
we
a
we-
story
we
for
went
if
in there
they
and
come on
tried
the
to.
pod.
I don't even remember.
Like,
Yeah, what do
know,
you do?
Hot dogs. We took them out of the package. We see how many we could put in people's carts.
Oh.
Dude, it's
they did a real life
It was
Instagram reel.
It was $1 a hot dog. So every hot dog you could get in someone's cart or purse or something without being noticed was $1 you won from.
And you
every
didn't
other-
think to go and did you at least buy the hot dogs
No.
first? Oh, so you just stole hot dogs and threw them in people's cart.
kind of.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that would get you kicked out.
Yeah, you could have at least
Yeah.
bought the hot dogs
It wa-
first
okay,
and
it
then
wasn't
opened
our
it.
local Walmart. It was one at a baseball tournament.
Okay, that's
He's like,
Yeah.
we're going out
I
of
walked
town
out
for
of there
this
with
one.
better.
I walked out with there with like $9 and I lost like 25 because one of the kids like got like 10 hot dogs. I was like, are you
gosh.
kidding me? This isn't fair. Yeah.
I've seen that though, when people walk down and like put hot dogs in people's pockets.
I
They're
like that little balloons.
Oh,
Sticking balloons on 'em.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
we should,
yeah,
we
tag
should
the
purposely
balloon.
like put something that will like set off the scanner in someone's pocket.
God.
Walk
I
out.
wanna-
Dude, I think anything would set off a scanner now.
I
You
want
could
to
get, like, a
weenie
frickin-
someone's yard really badly. Where you go and you get like skewers and hot dogs, and then you just stick the skewer in the ground and and they have like some like hot dogs all about 1.5 feet off the ground, and they walk out in their yard. It's just hot dogs.
Until like the dog walks out.
Yeah.
Has a
Oh,
hate
yeah,
it.
Yeah, eats them all.
You gotta watch out for that. But man, that'd be so funny.
That'd be a
Oh,
good
I
one.
thought of something.
I think it's better than the paper towel, the TP.
No, pickle someone, or little pickles and take pickles and put pickles on their yard. I feel like that'd just be another dumb one because it would smell like
It'd smell
Oh,
worse
dude,
and
you
the
could-
dogs wouldn't eat it as
Well,
maybe.
that, or you could pickle or hot dog their car. Just
That's
coat
too far.
the windshield, then they'd have to
Ew.
pull them out.
That's
gosh.
too far.
No, I like the yard thing just because they, especially if you have it well distributed, they walk out. It's just like it's hot dogs. They have like
That's
a
true. I guess
field
they
of
wouldn't
hot
have to
dogs.
deal with the juices or anything if you
Yeah.
did
Yeah,
that.
and hot dogs are so cheap. You just buy like a couple packs. And
Yeah,
some
one
skewers,
of
and you just.
Me and Levi's friends was telling us the other day. He'll go to like
Disgusting.
welding school, and then on his way back to the school, he'll just stop at the Walmart and grab a pack of hot dogs and eat them raw.
Oh,
an entire
hot
pack.
dogs. Yeah, he would eat the
on
sometimes,
on the bus drive back, he's just knocking down a pack.
pretty much. I mean, he was driving himself, but like he would literally knock down a pack or like a couple of
Ew.
them. Okay, to be fair, they are pre-cooked.
They are
Yeah,
pre-cooked.
but
Yeah.
so you
still
can
they're
eat 'em
cold.
No, I'm just thinking that's a lot of hot dogs. I mean, I think the
No,
smallest
but you're-
pack you can get is probably 12 to 20.
Did you ever get like the little Vienna sausages or anything?
Yeah.
I used to love those little things, the little wieners.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I like the them cooked and whatnot. I don't know. I mean,
No, they came in a little can about this big.
and you just eat them raw.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're supposed to.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
don't think
used
I've
to
ever
love
had
those
that.
Spam is one thing that you can eat raw. and
Ugh,
I don't really
gross.
mind it when you cook it.
It's like tuna.
I don't know that I've ever
Yeah,
ate
tuna in a
it
can
raw.
is gross.
No, tuna
Yeah.
stinks.
Yeah,
Spam doesn't
that's-
really
I can't-
stink.
I use it to trap raccoons. If it's
Oh, well,
for
okay.
food
That's-
for other wild rabbit animals, I don't think I should be eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like hot dogs, and I used to eat them raw, but they're just better cooked.
You know what a hot dog is, right? Where it comes from, like
I
on
have
the
a
pig.
bunch of stuff, dude.
I've
Yeah,
I've
it's like
never actually looked it
everything.
up. but
You've
yeah.
never actually looked it up?
I just know it's
Extra
just a
parts
mixture
to
of
everything.
The
anything
leftovers.
that's meat
Yeah.
adjacent.
It's like what they don't want.
Yeah.
What's not worth money, they put as hot dogs.
Yeah, but I love hot dogs. They taste so good.
They do. Or like the best like the brats with like
brats with the cheese in it.
jalapeno and cheese in them.
Those
Those are
are
Yeah,
also
you get the
good.
cheesy.
I could crush those.
Yes.
Although
Not raw though. The only thing. What did I eat the other day that you guys were like, "Ew, that's gross" when it was raw?
sushi or something.
No, was it?
Dude, we had some really good sushi.
There wasn't a cold. Oh, maybe it was just a cold hot dog that had been cooked. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you
what it
just-
was.
You just went
What
with
It
about-
was
No.
a cooked hot dog. It was just cold.
What about
I'll eat
cold
those.
pizza? What about cold
I'll
pizza?
eat that too.
No, what about like cold steak or cold
Yeah,
ribs?
cold
or-
steak. No, you can't waste
Probably
a
not.
steak.
Yeah, steak
cold
or
steak and
ribs.
ribs.
I could do cold
Ribs
steak.
may be
Cold steak's
crazy.
good, but like
Oh.
cold pizza's just like
I don't think I could do cold.
There's
I don't-
just a time and place for cold pizza.
I might
Yes.
do a cold
It
hamburger,
hits when
but
it
that's
hits.
real desperate. Cold hot dogs, yeah. Cold pizza, yeah. It's just quick. It's just faster than heating.
but like I don't like the bun when it's cold. Like I like the bun to be soft and warm because the hamburger.
not a firm.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
just like the patty.
not like
I'm
the
just
school hot. The
no.
buns where it's like cracking,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
cookies they give you. You just
Yeah.
It's an assault if you throw it at someone. Or you can get a battery charge.
knock someone out. Oh yeah, we used to take the forks. Like was it a year ago? We take the forks and apples and we play catch with the forks and apples. And,
Oh yeah, I
And then-
think that's
Oh,
too.
where
yeah, I
where you
remember
add
that.
multiple forks
I
every
remember
time.
that.
and then we got in trouble and they took it all away and told
We
us,
just got in trouble for throwing green beans.
Well, we
what's
had legitimately like almost a food fight in there one time.
we did have well.
I
we-
can't remember what they were throwing. If it was potatoes or
Oh, that's criminal.
That's
a green bean,
criminal.
you pick off the floor. That you have to like a wipe.
I think it was
off the
peas.
That's
That's-
gross.
Gosh.
Well, we had a milk jug
floor.
thrown between a girl. We were like we were in 8th grade and they put us,
COVID year.
Yeah.
So you're in the class with your class.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
weren't waiting the lunch.
gosh.
After
But no,
COVID,
so there was no one in there, and these two, a girl and a guy, were going at it. Like they were always been, enemies, whatever you want to call it. And finally, one of them grabbed
They were
like an
beefing.
open milk jug, smoked the girl, smoked the
Gosh.
guy with it. Well, then the guy picks it up, smokes the girl with it.
It was like a little juice.
Yeah.
The guy threw a
You mean
juice
jug
box
like a
thing.
gallon jug?
No.
No,
No.
like a little,
Okay, like a
Come on,
carton.
the
Like a little
cartons.
carton,
The
yeah.
little-
That's better,
the school
that's better.
cartons.
yeah,
Come on.
and then like the guy threw like the milk jug or like juice or something
Yeah,
in
it
that
was a
little
little
carton.
juice cup thingy.
And it like went on or hit her in the face or something. I don't even remember. Well, then the para walks in or whoever's watching us or something like that and gets all mad at us. Then we got a whole talk from the
yeah.
principal.
That'll do
And
it.
yeah, then he came and ate
That
lunch
will
with
do
us,
it.
and he was like,
That'll do it.
"Blah blah, you guys are supposed to be mature." Just
We got kicked straight to the
The lunchroom.
lunchroom with the 6th graders and
Yeah.
the 7th graders.
That'll
got their
do
own
it.
room.
yeah, that sucked.
We got a couple talks by the principal. Our class was
oh,
quite a
we were
handful.
bad. Our
Yeah, we
drama.
had.
We're
So
a
it was
great
really easy
class.
for me. It was really easy for me because there was bad class in front of me and bad class behind me. So we were just the angels the entire time. I don't think we ever got talked to, other than if it was something someone in the older class or someone in the younger class did while we were there.
We got a talking to that the jokes that we were saying were no longer appropriate for our time.
Oh gosh.
And so we sat through that once. What else? Oh,
What was the chair thrown for? What was that one for?
We had a chair throw.
Yeah, elementary. We had a kid like throw a desk.
Oh,
No,
That
no.
was good too. That
No,
was
the
all-
principal threw a
yeah.
chair
What?
because he was mad.
Yeah, no, that
What was that?
so.
Was that the locker room?
It was
thing?
when he threw the kid threw a shoe in the toilet and it clogged the toilet.
Oh, see, I don't even remember why.
And the
It
best
wasn't me.
that poor kid. But my favorite part was this whole speech, his whole thing was respecting school property, and he got so
Yeah.
flustered he threw a school chair.
Yeah.
And I was like, there ain't no way.
One of those white chairs he was sitting in. He gets up and then he's so mad. He's
like
got his hand
across
up.
the gym.
Yeah, it skids across the floor.
I was like, yeah, respect. Yeah, bust up our gym
I hope
floor.
he sees that clip because he would laugh.
He probably would. It was really funny.
Send it to him.
Yeah,
That
we'll
kid-
send it to him.
That kid was
Ugh.
stupid, but man, it was
Well-
so funny. He's yelling at us and throws a chair. Respect school property.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, dude.
That'll be ingrained there for a while. But I think that was a great episode.
Yeah.
We're coming past an hour, and I think we had about a little over 10 minutes before we actually started.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Probably.
But yeah,
So-
that was a good one. Ethan hit him with it.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't already. Rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, if that's where you're listening. Listening
Spit
there we
it
go,
out.
to your podcasts. If you're on YouTube, watch the video.
Does anyone even listen on Apple
And-
Podcasts?
Do we have any viewers on any of those?
Apple
on
Podcasts?
Spotify and Apple
I
Podcasts?
don't know a single soul.
Remind
who
me-
uses
I don't know
Apple
anybody who
Podcasts.
uses
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts.
That's funny. I heard someone on a podcast say they used Apple Podcasts. I'm like, who uses Apple Podcasts? That's terrible.
Yeah, it's kind of random. But I hope
can-
you all have
I
a
can
blessed
check.
day. We'll see you next week.
Unless we get canceled.
Yeah,
That's
we might.
true.
We did animal abuse.
Yeah, we might.
We're